And the big news this evening, in a new twist in the Tunisha death case, her mother has made some explosive claims. She says Sheezan was forcing Tunisha to convert to Islam after having promised to marry her. Addressing a press briefing earlier today, she said there was a change in Tunisha's behaviour. She was made to call Sheezan's mother amma and was even made to wear a hijab. Tunisha's mother also questioned the delay in taking Tunisha to the hospital, saying her death could be a case of murder. In fact, in another revelation, the distraught mother stated that Sheezan took drugs and had slapped Tunisha when she confronted him over his girlfriend. Listen in.
कि बिहेवियर में जो चेंजेस आ रही थी टुनिशा के, कभी उसकी माँ को अम्मा, उसकी बहन को बोलना और मुस्लिम अपना धर्म अपनाने की उसको करता था है और शादी का वादा किया, तो ये सब चीज़ें नहीं करनी चाहिए थी उसको जब उसका किसी और लड़की के साथ था।
क्या उसको हिजाब पहनाना ये सब चीज़ें शुरू करवा दी? हाँ,
शुरू करवा दी थी। शीज़ान ही उसको थप्पड़ मारा सेट पे, रूम में थप्पड़ मारा, तो वो कहता तू कर ले जो कुछ करना है, मेरा तेरे साथ कोई रिश्ता नहीं है।
So these are the explosive charges, claims being made by Tunisha's mother. Now Sheezan's family is also likely to address a press conference tomorrow to respond to the allegations that have been levelled by Tunisha's mother. Sheezan was produced, remember, in Vasai court today, and his police custody has also been extended by another day. In fact, in the latest breaking news update coming in Times Now has also accessed the remand note, which brings to fore some startling details of the investigation. The cops say Sheezan is not giving direct answers on his suspicious conversation with Tunisha on the day of the alleged suicide, which has been caught on CCTV. The police have also recovered important chats from Sheezan's phone and revealed that he was in touch with several girls. The remand note also makes a mention of Tunisha's mother's allegations that she was pressurized to learn Urdu and to wear a hijab. Let me go across to Ziad and Ankit joining us with more details. Ziad, to you first, take us through the big takeaways of the remand note that we've now accessed. His custody, of course, has been extended by a day.
Yes, we have the police remand note right here, and as we know that Sheezan's custody has been extended by another day. Now this remand note was produced in the court and Sheezan's custody has been extended. Now what does it say? It says that Sheezan pressurized Tunisha to learn Urdu and wear hijab. The second aspect as far as probe is concerned is that Tunisha and Sheezan's movement on sets have been caught in CCTV, and there were certain suspicious talks that happened between Sheezan and Tunisha on the day of suicide. Now when police, asked Sheezan about these talks, he is not giving any direct answers. Now there are several important chats that police says that have been recovered from Sheezan's phone. Now all these aspects are there that police are probing and need custody of Sheezan for. Sheezan says, the remand note further says that Sheezan started avoiding Tunisha after their breakup. Tunisha messaged Sheezan repeatedly, but he didn't reply. And then Sheezan has deleted many chats from Tunisha's phone. Accused Sheezan used to talk to many other girls. And the remand note also repeats the mother's allegation. Now, mother has said that Tunisha was slapped by Sheezan when Tunisha saw Sheezan's girlfriend's texts on his phone.
Okay.
And
now,
confronted him. She was slapped.
Ziad also hints at the fact that the police are increasingly now relying on the digital evidence that it has been able to access so far, has been able to unearth so far. Let me go across to Ankit as well, who's broken down all those details for us. Ankit, what can you tell us? Because the police so far has maintained every now and then that all of the versions so far that have been put out by Sheezan don't quite add up.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Like, as we all know, police was wanted 5 days custody, but they only got 1 day custody. Why this 1 day custody is very, very important for Walid police station? Like, as we all know, Walid police station already accessed Tunisha's phone by the mobile authorized company. And apart from that, from yesterday, from more than 10 hours, they were watching DRV shoot, and today morning, senior PI was also went inside and he was also watching the DRV shoot. They found something in their DRV footage, their body language and everything, and for that they want to investigate. But very important point about the remand copy. In the remand copy, it is clearly mentioned that around 3 p.m. there was a lunch talk, and in the lunch talk, when police is asking something to Sheezan, he is not replying, he is talking about changing the statements. So because police wants to know about 3 p.m. lunch talk, after that, after 15 minutes, if you see in the remand copy, it is clearly mentioned that when Sheezan left the room, Tunisha ran behind him. So that's the thing, what exactly happened then after Tunisha left her phone in the makeup room and she went.
Okay.
And after that, her door was completely locked.
Okay, so several questions still left unanswered. Stay on with us, Sanket. We quickly put out more details, and this is a response coming in from Shehzad's lawyer, who's denied all of these allegations that have been leveled against Shehzad by Tunisha's mother. He says Shehzad had no secret girlfriends, and Tunisha's mother's allegations are completely baseless, and that no case is made out against Shehzad. So this is a reaction coming in from Shehzad's lawyer. Listen in.
उनकी मां का एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस आज 11 बजे हुआ है, जहां पे उन्होंने एक नया आरोप लगाया है थप्पड़ मारने का। सिर्फ उतने के वजह से उनका एक दिन का पीसी एक्सटेंड हुआ है। सरासर गलत है। पुलिस अपनी जांच में ये आज नहीं तो कल मानना होगा उनको।
मिस्ट्री गर्लफ्रेंड का क्या रोल है सर इसमें?
कोई मिस्ट्री गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं है। इसने अपने स्टेटमेंट में या पुलिस ने अपने रिमांड में या पुलिस ने अपने इन्वेस्टिगेशन में इस तरह की बातों को ना तो अभी तक एक्सेप्ट किया है, ना ही इसके खिलाफ किसी तरह का कोई सबूत रिकॉर्ड पे लाया है। रिमांड रिपोर्ट के ऊपर डिसाइड करेंगे हम हमारा एक्शन कल।
आपके हिसाब से शेज़ान बेकसूर है, कोई भी उसका रोल नहीं है इस पूरे केस में?
बिल्कुल, एक दिन का वेट करिए। उनके परिवार का जब प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस होएगा, बहुत सी सत्यता सामने आने वाली है।
So tomorrow is when Shehzad's family will also be addressing the media. They say that they will respond to each and every allegation being leveled by Tunisha's mother. But these are the charges, and very, very explosive charges indeed. Before we take it across to our guests, look at this. The mother says Shehzad was coercing her to convert to Islam. This is the first time, and after quite a few days, that the mother has come out to say in as many words that there was an external pressure being mounted on Tunisha from Shehzad's end. Also goes on to say Tunisha had started to wear a hijab. She'd started to wear a hijab. She'd started to call Shehzad's mother amma, and those are the signs that the mother is essentially picked up on. The charge number 3, Tunisha's death could be murder. Now, this is what she's saying with regards to why is it that it took half an hour or even more for Shehzad along with the assistant director to perhaps take her to the hospital, because the doctor said that it had been almost half an hour till she perhaps died. So that's the charge coming in from the mother's end. Also goes on to say that Shehzad slapped her when confronted about the girlfriend. Now this is, of course, she says something that Tunisha had spoken to her about. Tunisha had revealed to her that she was slapped by Shehzad. He used Tunisha, said sorry, do what you want. This is, of course, another confrontational sequence that the mother is referring to, because Tunisha, according to her mother confronted Shehzad with regards to their relationship, and he did not quite give in to that, did not quite come out with a response, said do what you want. Knew her religion age before the relationship started. This she's of course maintaining, because remember Shehzad has cited the age difference and the religion difference as one of the reasons of their breakup. Says Shehzad used to take drugs while on sets. Again, the mother has said that this is something that was informed to her by Tunisha as well. So these are very explosive charges that have been leveled by Tunisha's mother. Shehzad's family, of course, will be responding to each and every allegation tomorrow when they will be addressing the media. Let's quickly take this across. We have our guest joining us, Mr. Naveen Chomal, who's a lawyer with us on the broadcast. Also with us is film critic Murtaza Ali Khan and actor Shehzad Khan. Let me first begin by asking Mr. Naveen Chomal this. Mr. Chomal, now, given the facts that have come to light, so far, these are, of course, source-based facts by the police's side. We've put out details of the remand copy. Very, very important. Also, what is very important is what the mother is alleging at this point in time. Now, Shehzad's custody, though, has been extended by a day. The police say his statements so far, his versions so far, don't quite add up. But the charge being leveled by the mother, that this is a case of abetment to suicide, what is it going to take, the mother, the legal team, to really prove that charge? How fit is the case made for abetment to suicide?
Section 306 of the Indian Penal Code very clearly defines that whenever a person dies of suicide, so behind that, any person who is involved in the abetment of that particular suicide is found to be guilty. Now, this particular allegations which Ms. Vanita Sharma, the mother of Tunisha, is saying are not out of place. they are exactly in harmony with the general pattern of love jihad cases which we are studying for all, say, last 20 years. In fact, Justice R. Basant of the Kerala High Court, when he then was, he had very deeply studied the issue and ordered the investigating agencies, including IB, to unearth the entire racket. So we find this sweeping across the entire nation, the spread. There is a particular pattern. So in this pattern also, after winning her confidence, having a particular domain over her, he started, what you say, troubling her, dominating over her, beating her, and forcing her to convert to Islam. And then the basic aim is, apart from sadistic pleasure of sexually exploiting the girls, Hindu girls in particular, they have got other aims of exploiting them in the various ways, monetary ways, making them available for other jihadi activities also.
Okay.
So depending on case to case. So this is a typical case where she could not bear the pressure, and the abatement of suicide is very clearly there. So our investigating agencies will have to stretch their imagination and encompass.
But what's the case in point so far that we can safely say that this is a case of abetment to suicide? Because there are several references in the past, and if I may, for example, the Madras High Court in October 2018 said go and die does not amount to abetment to suicide. We've spoken of how the mother of Tunisha has said that, Shehzad, at a point in time when Tunisha confronted him with his girlfriend, the secret girlfriend or whoever he was involved with, said, I don't care, do what you want. So with regards to what has come to light so far, is it really pointing in that direction?
Definitely. One of the features is also that a particular person who has entrapped one girl is simultaneously also entrapping other girls also for their love jihad purposes.
Okay.
So this is a very supporting proof, the supplementing proof that yes, this is a typical well-planned, well-orchestrated act. And Zishan is not the only person. There must be many people behind with him, behind the curtain with him. So that aspect will have to be unearthed by the police also.
Okay. I want to ask Mr. Murtaza Ali Khan this. Murtaza Ali Khan, in all of this, how crucial do you think is the evidence that is recovered from the sets of the TV show? Because the biggest question that the police are trying to unearth at this point in time is that what really transpired between those 15 to 20 minutes from when the two were seen having lunch, allegedly, to when she took that extreme step. So how important do you think is it for the police to get into the details, nitty-gritties of what really transpired vis-a-vis the CCTV footages they've managed to access?
See, the way I look at it, he does, appear to be suspicious. His actions, his statements, his remarks, when I say his, I mean Sheezan. So I feel that we need to get to the truth from what we have recovered and from what is yet to be recovered. So that's why it's very important to get down to the truth. And I think the best way forward is a polygraph test. And if required, even a narco test should be conducted, because at the end of the day, we have lost, a very talented young actor. And there are, questions that have been raised, suspicions that have been raised. And the best way forward is to get to the truth. And how do you get to the truth? You use technology, use whatever means you can use. So I am all for going for a polygraph test. I am all for going for a narco test. We just need to get to the truth. That is the most important thing right now.
Okay, all right. Mr. Shehzad Khan, now, given these circumstances and the evidence so far that has come to light, what do you make of, what went on as per the mother of Tunisha? Because she says that, here's what happened. My daughter said that...
You're doing a daily soap. You're 30 days and together, and 12, 15 hours you're shooting together. So it's very natural that you get, infatuated to each other. एक दूसरे से प्यार में मोहब्बत हो जाती है. और 2018 में तुनिशा के फादर की डेथ हो गई थी. And from that time, she has been an anxiety patient. And she has not been keeping well. That's what I've come to know, right? So there are a lot of things to it. And now what I see, I have this pattern, if you see it very closely, which I have been observing. The same pattern was first when the sad demise of Sushant happened.
Absolutely.
There was a different truth coming out. As soon as politicians and all started visiting their house, and then the things started changing. And the same pattern has been seen in this
Okay, so what you're saying is
also.
that, there is a problem here, if at all, the situation that Tunisha found herself in, the trouble she was facing, undue advantage was taken off the same by Shehzad. In that case, it's a problem. And also, the claims that have been made by the mother are startling in nature. For the first time on record, she's come out to say that, you know, there was an attempt being made to perhaps forcefully convert her. She was being asked to learn Urdu. She was being asked to wear a hijab. So that's something that we're really watching out for. Gentlemen, that's all the time I have in this edition. I'm going to quickly have to shift our focus. Thank you for